Hello, I'm Miguel Strickland, and this is my Director of Personnel interview for IL 620. I was fortunate enough to have a participant from my school district for this interview session. And so for legal purposes, the name will not be mentioned in this recording. And so to start off with my interview, first of all, thank you for doing this for me. And then part of my assignment is to compare our system's way of hiring to a Malcolm Gladwell theory of the mismatch problem. So as I ask questions, I want you to be thinking of ways our system hiring process matches to hiring successful teachers. And then also, Gladwell feels that public education traditionally narrows its requirements for hiring teachers and that many traditional standards do not equate to effective teachers in the classroom. He uses several sources and analogies to back this claim. So let me start off by asking, how does Huntsville City Schools market itself to new teacher recruits?
Well, first of all, we have representatives that we send to state colleges, local colleges, and we even go beyond. We attend job fairs. So we actually try to, anyway, we court people to come to our city schools and make sure that we represent. Sometimes we send principals. Sometimes we even send other teachers to go out and talk with the graduating students.
Okay. And so do we as a school system seek out non-traditional teachers or people with other degrees and experience than teaching? And if we do, have we found that to be successful?
You know, Miguel, that's happened a lot this year. I'll be honest, sometimes emergency certification people really don't work out that great. We've had a couple of them, but we have had a lot of success when people, I guess they finish their first degree. It's not an education. They go back and get an alternative master's, and those people seem to be very successful. We're finding a good rate of teachers stay from that. What we have really found, though, in like job tech people who are coming in from the workplace, who come in to teach our teenagers, almost young adults, they have a lot of credibility when they come in with work experience, and then they turn around and they teach in the classroom. And so that's highly effective. Like, we really find a lot there. That works out well. Sometimes most of the time, if someone comes in from an engineering perspective and they come in to teach science and math, find a lot of success there also. So those things, that's very highly successful, having people change their careers and then come into the classroom. The kids are like that, the test scores are up, the teachers seem to be satisfied, and we just see that to be very successful.
What are the things that our school system believes helps make effective teachers?
Well, what we know to be true is that you need support, and that's really important with us. And so several years ago, we started our mentor program. So if you're a new teacher and you come into Huntsville City Schools and you're a brand new teacher, we assign you a mentor. And that mentor isn't somebody just kind of random. Like, we actually interview people and talk with them to make sure that they're willing to take on that job. And then we offer them a very nice stipend to work with that brand new teacher all the way through the year, so that they learn our school system, they learn their school's culture, and that mentor actually helps them find resources. Because, it's a brand new person right out of college, you may not realize where the resources are, what's missing, how to get things, how everything works. And we are finding that the mentor system is very successful, and it's well worth the money that we've spent.
Okay. All right. What are the things that you think most teachers want and to work and to that helps them to stay inside our school district in particular?
Okay. Well, they want to be supported. They want to feel like we care, and of course we do. They want to be paid. You know, we are competitive. A couple years ago, we were not as competitive with our salaries, and we lost some teachers to the county because we didn't meet the salary requirement. But now we're very competitive. We want people to feel supported. We want to make sure that that we offer, you know, all the competitive things that other systems do. Have I answered that correct? Like,
Yes, you answered it. I mean,
okay.
you know, it's really, you know, I'm kind of just picking your brain, seeing the things, you know, I know what has kept me in the system, just different opportunities, but, you know, just a general overall kind of consensus. So yes, you answered that one.
All right.
Um, there are many vacancies in our district. So what are our district's plan to fill those positions?
Well, we're going to keep plugging along. We are still recruiting people from colleges and universities. And as of yet, we have not deviated from that. That is how we're going to maintain. You know, there are some issues that have come up this year with finding enough teachers to teach, and that's when we've gone in and taken alternative people, and we've given them alternate, not emergency certificates. They're alternative certificates. We've actually brought them in. They are teachers. They're not like somebody visiting our system for a minute and then moving on someplace else. They're with us, and then we've got colleges working with us to keep those alternative teachers in the classroom so that they can do their student teaching while they are teaching. So they've rearranged their classes to so that those teachers can stay and meet the criteria of our state and be and maintain and just be with us.
Okay, okay, that makes a big difference on, you know, like getting that experience while you're getting your classwork out of the way. So, so as of right now, what are the hiring trends that you're seeing?
Well, okay, you know, there's some interesting things going on. It We're having a hard time. There are not as many as education majors. They just simply aren't there anymore. They're going, you know, traditionally our elementary schools were female. Now females, now, you know, it's not uncommon to go and not be a teacher or a nurse anymore. So that pool of people, you know, they're no longer coming as quickly as what we would like. So you know, we're having trouble continuing that way, and that's going to make us look in the future. But what I love, and I love that you work in an elementary school, is I love that men are becoming elementary school teachers. I think that's really important, and we're seeing a lot more men apply for the jobs and coming through school. So that's been very good. So we are seeing that there are fewer applicants,
Okay.
and that's unfortunate.
And so you might have actually kind of tied into or went into the next question with that answer, because it kind of sounds like it goes hand in hand. But what are some of the challenges facing the district this year?
Oh my, yes. Well, you know, we need to stay in school. We have gone from virtual to split system to back to virtual to we've it's been a it's been a lot, and it's been stressful for our teachers. So we are hoping our challenges this year have just been maintaining, trying to keep teachers from being completely fatigued from not knowing what we're doing from one day to the next, and we don't know either. We're getting our directions from the state. And you know, our district has made the best decisions that we could possible based on the data, and so we're just trying to support our teachers we can. And that has really been, this year has been a challenge, because now we've got, you know, there's a lot of tech going on now in the classroom, because they've got to be able, if they have to go home that day, as we've seen, we've had to do that, those teachers have to adapt, and those kids are having to adapt. And this has been a tough year for our system. So
Yeah, I'm sure it's been a tough year across a lot of systems, but that is the last question that I have for you. I appreciate you taking the time out to answer those questions for me. So thank you, and have a great night.
thanks a lot.